Well, the cat's out of the bag. You guys saw some of those art posts that we had teased in the last video last week. And this week, some gameplay footage of what we're actually going to be expecting in the next update. First glance, art has definitely changed. The map has definitely changed quite a bit. This player model that I'm playing as right now is not the final version. There's still going to be a lot of edits made to it, but the animations will probably look the same, and I'm sure the player will look something like this, but not entirely. At first glance, this is all very new. There's a lot of new stuff that's added visually, but in this video I'm going to be showing you not just the visual stuff, but what else was added as well. Right now we're in the process of bringing some of the old stuff back. So for example, we have a vendor over here that we can talk to, and we can buy stuff from him. Looks like we can get some sunglasses from him, and we can also buy a pistol, which this is a pistol. It's just the texture we don't have set up yet. Right now it's like a bark texture. I mean, Civil's always had the ability to, put clothes on and take them off. So that's something that we're bringing back into this version because we're kind of rebuilding a lot of stuff right now. The pistol system has changed a bit. So I've just equipped the pistol, and there's some bugs with the animation and stuff like that, like being able to turn a little bit too much. But those are some constraints that we're going to be setting up soon. Part of the actual system for shooting and killing other players is going to change drastically from the last update, because in the last version you had to hold down right click, and then that was how you would aim the gun forward, and that wasn't really working very well for laptop users. We noticed they were having an issue where you can't really hit two of those buttons at the same time. So we're going to change the system. So now instead of holding your sights forward, you're going to now just left click, and then you'll be able to fire that way. Of course, we haven't set that up, but that's the plan. And you can expect that in the next version. Hopefully by the next update, the next update video at least, we'll have that set up. Another thing you can clearly see is on the bottom right side of the screen, we have a mini-map that we're starting. That's not going to be in the new version. However, that is something that we're definitely planning to put in the game. And also, there's no chat on the left side. We're going to be bringing that back too. A lot of new redos. Lots of stuff is going on behind the scenes, but it's nice to be able to actually show you guys what's going on. I'm going to get rid of this pistol. Got some footstep noises. That's always cool. The footstep noise has actually changed, so if I run in the sand, if I run in the sand, you can hear the sand noises. The environment has changed quite a bit. We're running towards a small development right now. You can see there's a nuclear power plant on the far left, and on the far right we have a small farm. Looks like there's a radio tower. We'll look at that a little bit. Another thing that we should talk about is player stats that are going to be added, and the new damage system. If you look up in the top left to the civil player icon, up in that UI widget, we used to have a health bar. That has actually changed, where now when you take damage, it kind of has that Call of Duty sense where, I'm in pain, and then you kind of run away from whatever's shooting you, and if you can recover before dying, then, the red goes away, and then you're kind of back to normal. So there is HP recovering. Of course, we have our stats. So your strength right here is kind of a maximum hit points. This can be increased temporarily by like eating food and stuff, and you can also add on to this by adding protection. So if you want to wear like a bulletproof vest or some kind of SWAT team uniform or military uniform, that'll increase with this depending on what equipment you have on. Some other stats, we have experience, which is just a way to say, oh yeah, you can't do this yet because you don't have this amount of experience. Mobility is how fast you can run. So if you're wearing something really heavy, you're going to be running slower. If you're wearing something really light, maybe you'll even run faster than this. Intelligence is probably going to be used for some skills like the technology or the business skill or some of these other skills up here. Likeableness really just depends on how NPCs react with you in the street. Of course, these stats, they're all subject to change. Everything you see here is subject to change because we're so early in development. There's no way to tell really what's going to stick around. But, this video is to show you what we're working on right now. The environment is obviously changing quite a bit. There's a lot of things you can see here that are probably going to be very different in the future. You can see me running around on the ocean right now. I got some boats in the distance. I would like to add different types of trees like palm trees and stuff and make this look a little bit better because this is very plain right now. But there's definitely a lot of potential here. And it's cool to tell the community what we're working on. But essentially, this is it. So far, so good. This certainly has potential, and it definitely is going to be better than what we've ever released before. Soon we're going to be adding drivable cars and the ability to shoot other players again, just like we had in 004, while also fixing tons of bugs. And we should have some good demos of stuff like that in the future. I'm excited to see what you guys think. Definitely drop a comment or join the Discord server and tell us what you think so far. Of course, we always try to listen to community feedback. I think it's really important to listen to what the community wants and let us know if you think it's cool or what you would change, because of course we're trying to make a game for everybody. So mad respect to your community support. You guys are awesome.